stay young and vivacious because of the people that I hang with. We've always lived life in a fast lane, so I don't want to slow down now. Definitely divas. Make no mistake about it. If you look in the dictionary, you're gonna see me. Friday night time, I'm going out partying. Because you're old, don't mean you can't be sexy.
Shalom, Akim. Yahbashim Yahushua Brakatah. I want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you, Akim, that's out there constantly pushing out this word in sincerity and in truth. Lord will, this is edifying. As you see, man, from the intro, man, is these old ass grandmoms, and they, man, divas, diva glam moms instead of grandmoms. They diva glam moms. So, man, this is just this place is just waxing worse and worse. Every time you think something like nothing else is gonna shock me, but then something else come up. I'm going to this one. It's Titus 2, verse 3. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior, and this behavior, I looked it up in the blue letter, and it goes into being properly, a demeanor, you know, having a proper demeanor about yourself. So it says, the aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becoming holiness. And this holiness is reverence. You know what I mean? Being reverent, you know, like without, you know, you shouldn't be blamed. No, be blameless. Not false accusers. And that false accusers is, I looked it up, all these I'm gonna be going through, I looked them up in the blue letter, and it's just false accuser is basically, it said devil, a slanderer, you know, so this is what they shouldn't be. But as you can see in this damn clip, you can see that's what they are. Let me play a little bit more for you too.
My name is Queen Linda Turner. I am the grand diva of all divas. I want a soul train girl. I would describe Queen as a hustler. She's a very crazy bitch. I call her the Black Widow. She is the business. She is everything. I'm definitely the grand diva. No stair step up under me.
Man, they being everything that they not supposed to be. Not false accusers. And that false accusers, again, it's a devil, a slanderer. They're not supposed to be like that. Not giving them much wine. You know, and that wine, it could be physical, but also, you know, too, where it's like false doctrines. So not giving them much wine. And, you know, these bras, I'm going to keep playing the clip. And you see, they be getting turned up, man. Getting all drunk. Not giving too much wine. Teachers of good things. Teachers of good things is a teacher of the right thing. Teachers of good things, man. Do this look like they teaching them how to, they ain't teaching them how to do good things. Look, I'm going to keep playing it. This is what they showing them, teaching them about.
I'm from the Ike and Tina Turner family. I'm one of those Turners. And the wedding that Tina paid for was my 10th wedding. Can you believe that?
This slut said, I'm on my 10th wedding. So this is what they teaching this is what they teaching the little ones to come up to be like. This is what our young ones have to follow.
I love getting together with girls and just hanging out and talking trash. Excuse me, I just had my 7th grade grand, and I don't see anybody with a gift. Talk about the grandkids mainly, you know. Everybody wants to know, since I got the old grandkids, well, how did you deal with this? How did you deal with that? And I'm like, look, you see your big toe, you take it and you press it down on that windpipe. That's how you do it. Only borderline child abuse, but we won't tell. All the divas in training over here,
You see, that's what they training. They training them to be that. Divas. Divas. Hey, I'm gonna look up that word real quick. Just the word diva. Fucking wicked ass women, man. Cause it's just waxing worse and worse. But this is all prophecy, man. This is what, you know what I mean? This is what's supposed to happen. These women think diva is like a good thing. Get out of there. Slut. See here, just it's just not even. I ain't even digging in because I've seen it talk about basically like a witch, man. But I'm just gonna go on the surface. You could dig deeper for yourself if you want to find more about it. But you can see it's a famous female, okay, a singer. But then this part is a self-important person who is temperate and difficult to please. Man, that's these women, man. They calling themselves that. It's difficult to please. Man, this place gotta go, man. This place gotta go. Let me play a little bit more.
Giving them the good impression of us. The craziest thing I've ever done for one of my grandkids was get in a fight. Put on my tennis shoes and my fighting clothes, and I waited for him after school. You want to mess with somebody, just mess with me. Grab my saber hoe. You know, I'm just dun-dun-dun-dun. I would just call my grandmother trying to be young.
And this is verse 4. That they may teach the young women to be sober. Man, they ain't teaching our women to be sober, man. And that sober is to make of a sound mind, to be disciplined or correct. So they not teaching these young women to be sober. They daughters, they granddaughters. They teaching them to be sluts and whores. To teach that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands. Man, love their husbands means to be and to love their husbands. Man, this broad talking about she on her 10th marriage. And to love their husbands is to be affectionate as a wife. These women ain't show no affection. These women are cold-hearted. Let me keep playing a little bit more.
She still thinks she can search one sometimes and do the Harlem Shake. Go to clubs. Just like this 8th wonder or 9th wonder of the world or something. Because everybody thinks like, oh my gosh, she's crazy. The girls all perky. You're mine. Yeah, I know. I am Miss Mind. I am a dancer. I do have shoes, bitches. I'm the oldest, topless, and the fullest. I love Mahogany since day one. I was in awe, you know, because she was one of the most beautiful creatures that I had ever seen. I met her at a club and she made it rain. Let me tell you. So it was cute. We've been there like almost 17 years. Like me. I can take you anywhere but out. That's all I got to say. I'm single. You know someone I can meet. You know like young guys and young girls. Anything over 30, you know they're not going to be faithful. Neither am I. So I didn't come.
Look at this shit, man. These whores, man. Old whores. But hey, man, we shouldn't be surprised. You know that, our mamas is hoes. Mamas had dicks in them before fucking, you probably came. You wasn't, most likely, man, your father wasn't her first. Keep reading, man. Verse 4, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children. They're not teaching them. They're not teaching the little ones to love their husbands when they get one, and to love their children. They telling you to get a fucking divorce. They telling you to fucking to to get a damn abortion. These women don't want no children nowadays. And that love their children is to be fond of one's children. These women are not fond of their children, man. I had a woman tell me that having children is not a blessing, and we understand in the times now. Of course, you know it's not, because we know how it is, how horrible this place is right now. But for a woman to say something like, basically, and this woman had multiple abortions, like 9, 10 abortions. How do you, man, these women they're done. The mum. Verse 5, to be discreet. And that to be discreet is self-control, sober, and they're that sober again, and temperate. These women are not being that, man. But this is how they were more like this in the ancient days. But now, you know, it just got worse and worse. So to be discreet is to be self-control. These women, look at this. Do it show like they got some self-control?
Whenever you're around her, she'll say something outrageous and you'll be flat. Just cut about some beast. It's small, but fun size. Small for my girl.
Teaching art, man. Teaching the young ones coming up, man, to be discreet. They being the whole opposite of that. Chase. To be discreet, to be chaste. And chase is properly, you know, you proper woman. When you say, man, this is a proper woman, you know, like back in the day, being proper, you could see her in a dress. You know, they would had a dress with almost like a turtleneck all the way up to their neck, so you wasn't seeing nothing. Head covered, wasn't showing off all they frame. But they saying, well, this is 2017, about to be 2018. You know, that was then. This is now. Well, look how now is. Look how our world has become now. It should make sense to you. So that chase is properly clean. And these women are fucking disgusting, man. Clean, innocent, modest, perfect, pure. That's the definition for chase. These women ain't clean, man. I'm going to show that later on in, I believe it's in Deuteronomy, but I'll get to that. So these women are not being that, man. So verse 5, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home. And that keepers at home is to be a stayer at home, domestically inclined. Basically a housekeeper. Your woman ain't doing that, man. You gotta get a damn, you gotta pay for a housekeeper nowadays. These women look down upon what you call housewives. They look down upon that. They basically, that's to be a keeper at home is to be caring for the house, working at home. But that's looked down upon nowadays, though. So to be discreet, verse 5, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands. Obedient to their own husbands, man. It had to make that specific because, you know, these women, they'll be obedient. And that obedient, let me see. I got it written down. That obedient means to obey, to submit to one's control, put in subjection. So these women to be that way momentarily for some other man. But it says in the scripture, it says, be obedient to their own husbands. It had to specify that because these women, they'll be all, you know, lovey-dovey to some other man.
Lady D or Lady Di, and Lady D's in the house, and that would be me. She doesn't know know she's white. She really doesn't. I always have to remind Diane, you are white. Decided to go into limo driving. The limousine business, it's like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get. I picked up from the cooks to the bloods to the pimps to the hoes, and you have to be ready to handle any situation. You're beautiful. We want you in the back. That's not an option. I'm a lover, but I'm definitely a fighter. Yeah, that's right. I don't take any crap, but I go.
Man, these women they're off, man. These are grown grandmother-ass women. Verse 5, I'm going to finish it off. To be discreet, chaste keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of the power be not blasphemed. It's being blasphemed right now, man. This word is being blasphemed because they're going against everything. The Israelite women, man. The blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the confusion of faces. Like this woman right here, I believe she most likely is probably a confusion of face, man. But they putting blasphemy of the word, man, because they going against what their power, against the Most High, what he had, how he had it all set up. But again, this is all prophecy. I'm gonna go in Proverbs 30, verse 20. Proverbs 30 and 20. And it reads, such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness. Man, you could just imagine that. You could see it, man. You could see a woman, an adulterous woman, just foul, man. Just what she did is not right. She go suck a dude's rod and then come home and kiss on you. Wipe her mouth like, nut all on her mouth and wipe it like, ain't nothing, I ain't do nothing wrong.
Getting ready to go to high school. Yeah, so that'll be interesting. You know, be sitting out there with my beach chair and my baseball bat. Donna's another one. She goes way back. It's a play called Heaven Bound. I'll be with Marla Kids. I need y'all in the house. I don't feel that I'm a typical grandmother because we don't do a lot of just sitting around. You know, we like to be out. We like sex. Now that we're older, we kind of calm down on the places, but we like sex.
These women, they don't want to be at home. That's the furthest. It's the furthest they want to be. They don't want to be at home, man. Hell nah. Home? Is you crazy? Proverbs 7 and verse 11. She is loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house. These women. Hey, these women are loud. You know, especially the nigga woman, man. Loud as fuck. Stubborn as fuck. She's like a mule, man. Her feet abide not in her house. This woman don't want to be in her house, man.
And the winner is...
Am I dramatic?
All right, I'm going to go to Isaiah. Verse 3 and 16. Moreover, Yahweh said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks. That's what they doing, man. Got necks all high up in the air. Walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes. They looking all at every man that pass by. Even if they with their man. With wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go. And making a tinkling with their feet. Little click-clacks they got on damn high heel shoes. Hey, you could keep reading verse 17 down to 26 and it gives some descriptive like scab head. That's why the nigga woman so bald head. Most High cursed them women. And then I like 24, and it shall come to pass, verse Isaiah 3 and 24, and it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink. These women be stinking. Because they done had all kind of rod up in them, all kind of semen up in them. They eating all kind of abominable foods. You ever heard that? You are what you eat, and these hoes is eating nut. These hoes is eating crabs, lobster, shrimp, pork. So they insides is all fucking nasty. That's why you'll get it with a woman and she open them legs and it smell like damn all hell down there, man. And they been ran through so much, so they vagina don't never, like it never clean. You can't get clean because a man is inserting his rod up in you and he damn nothing is putting all that semen up in you, man. Fucking disgusting women, man. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself, man. Let me get the curses, man. Because this is the reason, man, the Most High, he cursed us, man. So these women, so, you know, we may get upset, man, but it's really, you know, it's of the Most High. It's his will, man, that our women are like this, man. Well, it's really because we messed up, man. So we gotta deal with it, man. Deuteronomy 28. That's why, man, you here, man. Don't put your heart into no woman, man. Put your heart in Sophia, you know, this truth. You know, this wisdom, knowledge, these scriptures. Deuteronomy 28, verse 30. Thou shalt betroth a wife, and another man shall lie with her. Thou shalt build a house, and thou shalt not dwell therein. Thou shalt plant vineyard, and thou shalt not gather the grapes thereof. So this is the curse, man, that was put on us with our women, man. So, you know, just respect it, man. If you got a woman in this truth, hey, you know, all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. But I wouldn't put my heart into no woman here, man. This ain't the time. I'm gonna jump to 54. Deuteronomy 28 and 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother and toward his wife of his bosom. That's why, man, you want to have your own back cave, man. Because these women, man, they didn't raise up our women, man, right. Our women now, man, are being brought up to be whores. So yeah, man, we want to have our own man cave. That's the first thing you want to do. You want to get your own man cave so you could get the hell away from that woman when you at the house, or go, you pick up some type of a sport you get into, some extracurricular activity you want, just so you can stay away from this slut, man. Because in your heart, man, you already know you hate being around her ass for long periods of time. Verse 56. The tender and the delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground, for delicateness and tenderness of her eyes shall be evil toward her husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. That's these women, man. You could just look at the news and see that. These women be killing their kids left and right, killing their husbands. These women's, their eyes is, again, man, this is the curses. Last one, man. I'm gonna wrap it up. So 1 Esdras 4 and verse 37. It said, wine is wicked, the king is wicked, women are wicked. Man, these scriptures are true, man. We all know that already, man, that these that's why, man, when you hear
hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. If you are not subscribed to my channel and you find this information helpful, go ahead and click subscribe and be a part of my family, my YouTube family.
These women are wicked, man. With that, man, just say, brother, stay strong, man. We know that we almost out of here. These prophecies is true, man, with our women. Older women, they leading our youngers down the road. So, you know, just stay strong out there, Akim. And with that, I want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to you, Akim, that's out there constantly pushing out this word in sincerity and truth. Hey, Shalom, Akim. Stay strong. Shalom.